All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Friday. Here we end the week with what could be the start of a little relief rally. What is that? We're going to be talking about that today. We're going to be checking in on what's going on across the markets. The stock market looked like it was way down in the morning from overnight trading and then rallied till noon and then did a big drop. The Dow Jones, that was the big thing this week, right? $50,000 for the Dow Jones, and now it's not for $50,000 anymore. After all that crap about Pam Bondi and like $50,000 Dow, the Dow 50,000, and it's like, yeah, it's not 50 anymore. Could that have been a top signal for the stock market? The Dow hitting 50K and now pulling back. Interesting. And what is this relief rally Kriss is talking about? I've talked about it before. And I'll show you on the chart, actually, my prediction of a real relief rally. Is this the start of it, or is this just more fun and games with the market makers taking out shorts right now? And then over the weekend, something's going to happen and it's going to dump. I don't know. It's a long weekend for the stock market because Monday is President's Day here in the United States. So there's no New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ trading on Monday. So anyway, so that's what's going on. Let's check it out. 969 for Doge, 969. We have not seen 969 since last Sunday. So it's been 5 days since we've seen 969, and here we are. The dip that came down here on Wednesday down to 8.79 might have been the local dip for the week. We were watching this downward trending resistance line, broke over below, back above, retested its support twice, and then moved up. So the start of a relief rally? Maybe. Bitcoin did hit 69K for a bit and now just drifted a little under. So we're watching that as well. And ETH did come over 2,000 and it's up about to 2050 now. Again, is this the start of a relief rally? And I call it a relief rally because I still do not believe we're going to turn around and go into a full bull market right now because of the 4-year cycles, of which we spent a lot of time talking about that on Monday's live stream. So if you want to check that out, it's right here on my channel. Just come down to the lives here. And there it is, the Dogecoin 4-year cycle right there. Everything you want to know about 4-year cycles, I covered in the first like 25 minutes of this live stream. So do check that out. And that is why, again, I believe we are not in a bull market. And the charts don't show we're in a bull market, even though we have a nice day today. Relief rallies can happen in bear markets. And that's where I think we are. So Bitcoin, 70K, didn't make it. Ethereum, XRP, Dogecoin flip green. Is this a bullish weekend ahead? Says Benzinga. And they're asking a question too, because they don't know. Nobody knows. But Crypto Tony said Bitcoin is testing a critical short-term level. As long as bulls defend that support line, the near-term outlook remains constructive. So 68.4 is his line in the sand. 68.4. And it's at 68.9 right now. So 68.4 is down here. Oh, that was the little peak we had right there on Thursday, was 68.4. That was resistance there at 68.4 where it bounced. So if Bitcoin comes down and bounces off 68.4, that would be a strong signal. That kind of makes sense. Now we know that 64,500 is critical down low because why? Because that is where there's a ton of liquidity down there of leveraged long trades that are still open. So I think that is still in play. So that is where we start today. Welcome everybody who's just joining. I'm Kriss. Welcome to KrissPax Live. We are talking about what is going on in the markets going into the weekend. We've got the Russell 2000. We've got Bitcoin going up. Risk is back in the market, at least for a day. Over $140 billion added across Bitcoin and small caps in less than 24 hours. Bitcoin is up 6.5%, adding nearly $90 billion to its market cap. The Russell 2000, of which I've got a ton of that in my 401k plan, the Russell 2000 is up 1.8%, adding close to $52 billion today. Capital is flowing back into higher beta assets after a low CPI print. So inflation, it's not doing bad. We'll see how long this lasts. Of course, stocks again are not going to be trading again until Tuesday because of a 3-day weekend here in the United States for President's Day on Monday. And I don't have to work on Monday either, so I can have fun. But I will be live Monday. That'll be my next live stream Monday at 4 o'clock. So make sure you're subscribed. You got your notifications on. Join in and ask your questions. When I'm done with my intro, put some questions in the chat at Q&A time, and let's talk. Let's talk. Finally, some green, Discover Crypto says. Have we finally found a bottom, or is this a fake out bounce? It's a dead cat bounce. Oh, Pax Cat doesn't like that dead cat bounce. Dead cat bounce. But it is nice to see some green. Yes. It's been a while. But then, of course, you zoom out and you go, yeah, green. It's, yeah. We got this long downward trend line. Of course, that was my trend line. So Crypto Jack stole my line from my chart. That was the resistance line, and we broke out. Yay, we broke out. It's just this little, that's a breakout. Like I said, I think we're going to just drift sideways from here. That is just probably what it's going to do this weekend, is drift sideways, because we have what are called Bitcoin trading ranges. Bitcoin will likely stay in this range for a while before another big move. This is the time to prepare yourself for the rest of the bear market. Again, Mr. Crypto says, this is the time to prepare yourself for the rest of the bear market. So this is what we see. We see a big move, sideways action, a big move, sideways action, a big move, sideways, big move, sideways, and it goes up and down, sideways, down. And now with that move, now probably going to bounce around sideways between 64 and 71. That's the range he's got right here. Range chop is basically the market giving you homework. Steady DCA, Bitcoin, stack dry powder for the next candle nuke. But will it go up or down? The next candle nuke, will it go up or down? I'm guessing it's going to be red. But we can have a nice little relief rally. I'll take that. Looks like the stablecoin market has topped. Again, USDT and USDC went on a big run 2024 into 2025 and then topped right at the end of the year. And we're starting to see a pullback on stablecoins. Last cycle, this confirmed a deeper move to the downside. History doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. And here again, this is what we had. We had the 2022, we had stablecoins top and then go down. And while stablecoins were going down, and so was the price of Bitcoin. So that is That's what's ahead of us, my friends. It doesn't mean we can't have a relief rally, like I said. We did in 2022. Had a nice big relief rally, and then we went lower. And that's what I have predicted for this cycle through March, maybe into April. That kind of move doesn't mean we're in a bull market. You can have green candles, big green candles in a bear market. We turn to alts. Here's Aster. Aster, big breakout from a downward channel. Big breakout, 15% for Aster. That's nice. But, Brian, history repeats. History doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. Rhymes. That's good. So I don't know what's going to happen to Aster here. It came down to 40 cents, and now it's sitting up here at 73 cents. If you bought the dip there, that's a nice little swing trade in the middle of a bear market. I mean, it's bold to do that, but, and most likely people aren't swing trading Aster. But, hey, you never know. Never know. So what about Doge? Bitcoin census continues to show us this upward trend line, again, going back to 2021 and 2017, upward trend line. But it doesn't mean anything. In my opinion, we're in 2026. We're in a bear market. I do believe we're going to go sideways, but instead of sideways up, I think we're going to be sideways down, more straight, bouncing around, and this upward trend channel here is most likely going to become invalidated. But we'll watch that and we'll see. We'll watch that. Dogecoin explains fixed inflation model as Doge price struggles below 10 cents. That's right. We have talked about Dogecoin, and it mints 5 billion Doge annually, just about 5 billion. And that is what? To reduce hoarding and encourage spending, as Elon Musk has said. To reduce hoarding and encourage spending. Well, look at that, Ryan. We've got 67 viewers. 67. 67. I asked her time and time again, and she said, no, Ronnie. Asked her. The Dogecoin account on X says, fun fact, 5 billion Doge are minted every year, which keeps the inflation rate declining. More Doge means less hoarding and more spending. Money is for moving, not collecting like rare Pokemon cards. Oh, where's Low Roller? When I got to point this out if Low Roller comes on. Remind me, Ron. Ryan, remind me if Low Roller comes on to do the Pokemon card reference here that came from the Dogecoin account. He'll like that. Dogecoin is not anything like Pokemon cards. I know, right, Charlotte? It's like Pokemon cards again, and 67 and all of that. It just repeats over and over and over again. Fixed issuance creates a declining inflation rate. You know, this is really good. There's a lot of these articles that are coming out that are actually talking the truth about Dogecoin and what Dogecoin actually is, as opposed to like the stupid Motley Fool that's all FUD. This is actually pretty good. The inflation model differs significantly from traditional cryptocurrencies with hard caps. Bitcoin, for example, will eventually stop producing new coins entirely. Dogecoin's approach maintains a predictable supply increase that diminishes in percentage terms annually. This is what makes Dogecoin better than Bitcoin. Because eventually, in another 100 years, which you and I don't have to worry about, but it's a thing, in 100 years, Bitcoin's going to stop producing new Bitcoin. What's going to happen to the Bitcoin network then? Dogecoin is going to keep minting new Doge, perfect for use as a currency. So, and there's no token burning because Dogecoin is not a token. Now, if you want to introduce coin burning, you can do that just by depositing your coins in a dead wallet. You can do that voluntarily. I don't know why anybody would want to do that, though. And then there's this article here, where Dogecoin stands in 2026. Dogecoin remains one of the most recognized crypto assets by brand awareness, cultural footprint, and exchange availability. It continues to sit in a unique category, a proof of work payment coin with a strong community identity that often attracts waves of retail attention. Dogecoin's official positioning emphasizes utility as a currency rather than a scarcity store of value, like Bitcoin. The project's homepage frames Dogecoin as an open source peer-to-peer digital currency designed for everyday use. That framing matters because many market misunderstandings come from treating Doge as a capped asset narrative when its monetary policy is intentionally different. So this is a good article. It goes through in a very positive way talking about Dogecoin, and this is on Crypto Adventure. This is the cryptoadventure.com with a nice article about Dogecoin. This goes on and on, talking about what they call it tokenomics, but it really isn't tokenomics because Doge isn't a token. I give them a pass on that. I give them a pass. The official Dogepedia documentation describes a fixed yearly issuance of about 5 billion Doge, which causes the inflation rate to decline over time as total supply increases. The same documentation argues that a cap would reduce miner incentives and weaken network security. So that is about Dogecoin. It is a proof of work cryptocurrency. It has merge mining with Litecoin, so you can actually set up your miner to mine both Litecoin and Dogecoin at the same time. Litecoin also being a script hash proof of work cryptocurrency. So pretty interesting. The Dogecoin core is based off the Bitcoin core, but development continues. People say, oh, there's no up. The devs are still upgrading Dogecoin. They continue to work on it. They don't get paid. They live on tips. So if you want to use the Doge tip jar, you can donate Dogecoin to the Dogecoin devs. Goes through the Dogecoin Foundation, which there's some little bit of controversy there with the Dogecoin Foundation amongst as some of the Dogecoin fam not big fans of the Dogecoin Foundation. We'll see how that all works out. I think they have Dogecoin in good mind, but they are now turning more for-profit businesses like Clean Core and what's the other one they're into? Bragg House, right? They want to make money. And that's Dogecoin Foundation. So that's not great. Payments, utility, low friction transfers. That's what Dogecoin is best at. Cultural attention. Yes. Infrastructure reliability. No one's ever hacked Dogecoin. Over 10, 11 years running, no one has ever hacked Dogecoin. It continues to just churn out new Doge, block after block. Risks. Demand must absorb the predictable issuance. Yes. And some people have complained about Doge that way. You got to have a lot of buying over time in order to absorb the new Dogecoin that is mined. But the thing is that new Dogecoin that's being awarded to the miners isn't just sitting on exchange. It's not expanding the available Dogecoin on exchanges. It goes to the wallets of the miners. The miners then can sell. I don't think they're selling right now, not at 9-cent Doge. They're going to wait till Doge goes back up. So there really isn't this big inflation of Dogecoin on exchanges right now. That's not happening. So that's a little bit. And of course, we go back to the top 10 cryptos, and what's still in the top 10? It's Dogecoin. Dogecoin still in the top 10, $16.4 billion market cap for Dogecoin, sitting here at number 9. Dogecoin's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. So that's what we got going on. We're checking on Bitcoin to see whether it comes back above 69K or not. Right now, the answer is not. It's 68.8. Doge was 969. Now it's 972 for Dogecoin. So how's everybody doing? We're watching the, of course, the liquidation heat map, and we're watching the liquidations as they happen. And it's kind of mixed right now over the last hour, kind of mixed. And we see that on the chart. The chart is kind of mixed the last hour, just kind of chopping around. Actually, for Bitcoin, it's kind of been chopping around since 10 o'clock this morning now. So we are getting a bit of a new channel. And just because I like to have fun with Charlotte, I'll just make a box. We'll just make a box. And we'll see how Bitcoin does in its box. Just for the fun of it. Pax Cat was not AI. Nope. The box. Yeah, the box. Exactly. But that's what we do, right? I mean, we may be in a bear market, but we can have a little fun, right? Get in that box there. See, I got Charlotte a box. What are you getting? Right? What are you getting for Charlotte? I got a box. Oh my. Did the flowers come in a box? Good question. Good question. Sally's Dream is in the house. Hey, how you doing? Good evening to you. I know it's late there, but welcome. And of course, yes, I will announce Dave. Yes, the former Dave Kovaci is now Super Dave. You're not the first Super Dave. There was another Super Dave quite a number of years ago. He did some crazy things. But welcome now, Super Dave. You're Super Dave 6. That's good. That's good. Is this chatbot Kriss? I'm live. I'm a human being. I'm a human being. I'm live. I'm anxious about Robinhood deposits. The delay in switching my verified new bank caused past deposits from my old account to put me in deficit. Yeah, I don't know. I've never changed. I did get my 1099 today, though, from Robinhood. Or maybe it was last night the email came in. But I do have my tax forms now from Robinhood and Webull. I'm waiting on Coinbase still. I haven't even looked at them yet. I haven't had time to see what that new 1099 DA look like. What really happened to the cat? I don't want to get into the details of it, but my son has a place and the cat is there. And I'll just leave it at that. The flowers did not arrive in a box, but they arrived. Important thing. Happy Friday, Joshua. 1:23 in the morning over there. Yeah. But thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. We're just hanging here. We're seeing if this relief rally is really a relief rally here. Dogecoin is looking good. Up 4.5% right now. Broke out of that downward trend line. So that's nice. It's a start. I'll take it. It's a start. Now, for those that are saying, oh, Kriss, that's not much of a relief rally, I say it's just getting started. And I did predict it, but my prediction is up here. That's my relief rally top arrow right there. That's my relief rally top arrow. And we're seeing whether that hits. That's going to be in March timeframe. So we wait if that happens. For those wanting to swing trade, maybe that is. And then it goes lower, according to my predictions, back down here. This all plays out over a long period of time. But you got to start somewhere. I love the bear market, Crypto Princess. I love the bear market. Well, we are going to get cheap Dogecoin. I think so. Yes, Super Dave. Super Dave. Super Dave Ramsey? Was that his name? No, Super Dave Osborne. It was Super Dave Osborne. That's who it was right there. Super Dave Osborne was this guy. And he put these crash helmets on because he did these goofy stunts. That's Super Dave. Super Dave Osborne. He did a wrecking ball stunt. Awesome. He did all kinds of things. He did motorcycle jumps. He did. And hey, it got him publicity. It got him publicity. He became a thing. So there you go. Super Dave. Super Dave Osborne. The 8-ball's here. Oh, I keep the 8-ball. The 8-ball's always around, just hanging. 8-ball. Should have bought bonds. Oh, I have done crazy things. I was thrown out of high school. Hey, Sean, I have a $6 target within 3 years. So if that's true, 9 cents is looking pretty good. Still hoping for the dip down into the 5s. I've predicted 6s, you know, like 6.7 cents. But we don't know. That's okay around town. People have been asking about the cat. I get it. What are the leverages? The leverages right now are they're mixed throughout the day. Bitcoin has been kind of bouncing up and down since 10 o'clock this morning. So we got a mix of longs and shorts. ZEC is going up more. So we have more shorts on Zcash. And comp for some reason is going up. I didn't check the comp. I wanted to check the comp site. What's Compound doing? Oh, look at that. Compound just woke up. Hello. 37% today for Compound. 37%. That is quite the move this afternoon on Compound. There's always something moving. You just never know what it's going to be. Someday it'll be Doge. Hey, Gene, what catalyst will make Doge pump to $1? It will be Mr. Elon Musk. The only way Doge is going to make $1, in my opinion, is going to be Elon Musk endorsing it, incorporating it into something directly, and that will be crazy. Until then, we wait. ADA? ADA's never going to go to 350. Happy-go-lucky. Sorry. ADA will never have the kind of momentum that Doge can get. And Mr. Charles Hoskinson doesn't really do the best to pump the ADA price. He really doesn't. He sounds so depressing sometimes. It's just like you. Hey, he keeps it real though. I get it. He keeps it real. $1. When are we going to get to $1, Pepito? When are we going to get there? Ask Elon Musk. We don't need to ask if Jeffrey Epstein is Satoshi because he's not. I sold my peak a long time ago. I'll show you where I sold my peak. Where's my peak chart? There it is. I sold peak. It was on one of these pumps. And I thought I marked it. I thought I marked it. Oh, there it is right there. I sold it at 9.8 cents right after that big green candle on October 29th. That's where I sold my peak right there. 9.7 cents. I finally took the loss. Of course, it also is like tax loss harvesting for my capital gains, taking the loss. And it was a good time to do it before it went down lower, 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 lower. So that was a good time on that big green candle. Took the loss there instead of waiting and waiting and waiting. I don't know what this thing's going to do. I have no idea, but it is very weak. It's down underneath 2 cents now, and it's just weak. So I'm just not in it anymore. Not everyone is saying Jeffrey Epstein is Satoshi. No. Nor do I think he was anything involved in all of that, the cyberpunks or the ability to code. I mean, that's just not him. So it's dumb. It's just dumb. Uber stock is falling. Uber. Well, I guess in the long term, right? In the long term, robo-taxis are going to wipe out Uber. They had a nice run. Uber had a nice run here from April. So this is the tariff dip. And then it's given it all back. From 70 to 100, back to 70. Yeah, Uber's still going to be around a while. I don't think that the robo-taxis are going to take over the whole country, but eventually, if you're doing gig work for Uber, you maybe got another year to go. And then that's about it. But yeah, that's I wouldn't be buying this stock. All those things that are going to be taken over by AI or robots, those are the stocks you don't want to be in. I have a feeling China would invest hard in Pengu. No, I think that's just Korea. I don't think the Chinese are investing in Pengu. Hope everyone's having a good Friday. It is Friday the 13th, for those that don't know. Friday the 13th. Robo-taxis can't deliver my food yet, Ryan. yet. I don't think Dogecoin is going to go that low. I mean, we've seen cycle after cycle after cycle, it's higher lows every cycle. And the cycle low in 2022 was 4.95 cents. So if Dogecoin drops below 4.95 cents, then it's a really, really bad bear market. If the Dogecoin holders can't DCA and buy enough Doge, if it drops below 6 cents to keep it from dropping below 5, then we got trouble. But right now, we got a relief rally, a little bit of a relief rally going here. So we will enjoy that for now. Little relief rally. It's nice to see a little green in the market. But yes, it is Friday the 13th. Yes. There's always something, right? There's always something going on. Yeah, China banned crypto again for the 20th time. Just another day in China. Shubham, sorry to interrupt. I just want to know that do you have any thumbnail design or video editing works for me? No, I do not. I do my own. I'm good. Thank you. Good luck with your business. Life is about helping people. I agree with that. World War III? Yeah, there's not going to be a World War III. You're still not buying it. There's a robot thing that delivers food. Yeah. And then a lot of people kick those things over or mess with them or something. It's like, The flowers in the box cheered you up. Well, I'm glad my box cheered you up. It is only on Bitcoin, though. It's not on Doge. It's a Bitcoin box. So we'll keep Bitcoin in the box and we'll let Doge fly free, okay? Jason Voorhees is out tonight. Jason Voorhees. Do I know who that is? Jason Voorhees. Oh, yeah, Jason. Got it. Friday the 13th. Duh. I never watched those movies. I'm not really into the horror movies. I don't like horror movies. Got paid, Javier says. Was going to buy more dip, but never mind. Right, not today. It'll come back down. I say that with confidence. Not that I want it to. But again, if you zoom out and you look at the bigger picture, it's just a little red or a little green candle right there. Just a little green candle. We got a long ways to go. Long ways to go. But we stopped that downward slope. So that's good. I'm thinking a weakish rally. That'd be nice. Let's just go a week of seeing some green. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Halloween really much either. Although I did wear a costume on a live stream. You guys saw it. I did have a costume. But I'm just not a fan of Halloween. Super KrissPax. Thank you, Jan. I'll take that. How are the beats going? The beats good? We got the beat. We got the beat. Speaking of beats, let's go.
All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon.
Whew.
Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey, there we go. All of a sudden, a concert broke out right in the middle of the live stream. A concert broke out. All eyes on Doge. Live. Thank you, Jan. Chuck, you missed the beginning. That's okay. You can always scroll back. I covered what's going on overall with the news. Kind of some bigger things that are kind of bearish because that stuff is still out there. But we can enjoy a little breakout. So little breakout it is. It looks good on the short term. Looks good. A Cowboys jersey. That would be scary. You know I'm in Boston, right? Exactly. That's scary. Cowboys. Exactly. No, I was a Sith Lord. I was a Sith Lord. Because we were in the bear market. The Sith Lord. Quite the dancer. In AI world, I'm a really good dancer. Yes. In AI world. Yeah, you can watch on 2x speed as well and catch up. Yeah, and 2x speed is one thing. And then you get back to live and it slows down again. And you're like, why is Kriss talking so slow? Because that's how it works. Yeah, I can't talk that fast. Mr. Campo. Hello, hello. Bitcoin dominance is still kind of hanging around to 59. So it's going sideways, a bit down. But it's not alt season. There's no alt season coming anytime soon. There will be the occasional little pump like compound today. So it's a compound day today. There's always something doing a little pump. Well, Solana was up 8%. So Solana had a nice little run this morning. But I imagine it'll settle back down below $80. Hey, the dancing Doge today too. Gold was recovering, staying above $5,000. But silver really wasn't moving much. Silver is just flat, right below $80. Silver is just flat. And that's usually how silver trades, is flat. Yeah, I got rid of all those other boxes, Charlotte. It was too depressing whenever I zoomed out to see those boxes way up there. It's like, it's gone. You missed the not gray dancing Doge. Right. But Kobosu passed. And so the dancing Doge turned from color to black and white. The purple box was up at like 16 cents. It's going to be a while. Maybe not even till the fall. They papered over silver again. I know most of that trading was not real silver. That was all paper silver. And then what else were we going to look like? Oh, the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones is not over 50,000 anymore. It's 49.5 for the Dow Jones, 49.5. And I don't know if the Dow is going to get it back up to 50. Maybe that was the top. That was a top signal there that we had. Was Dow Jones over 50. And now it drifts down and it pulls back. We'll watch that. We will watch that. And the DXY is down to 96. Guess it's been down there for a while. Since the 9th of February. So it was Monday. Yeah, since Monday. But the dollar overall is still weak at 96. 40 Cal, explain soon. What do you mean by soon? Like fall 2026? Maybe? Fall. Yep. I'm sorry, I keep it real here. I tell you what I think. It's going to be a while. Like this year. Maybe end of the year. Forget a little bit of a fall rally, but we need that catalyst for Doge. We need something big positive happening for Doge. And right now, the market sentiment is down. Everybody's depressed. It's like anytime you get a little breakout, it usually falls back down, just like the Uber stock. That's what we typically see. $47's not happening. Check again in 2027. That's just my outlook. Yeah, so you can, Charlotte, you can give ChatGPT or Grok even, right? Those cues to write the lyrics. And then you go over to Sona and you put them into Sona, and Sona will do the melody, the music, and you got yourself a song. You can do it in 5 minutes. You can do it that fast, just 5 minutes, and you have yourself a song. Yeah, a song. It's easy. Oh, I don't have Sona on my streaming computer. I can do it down here on Grok. Write song lyrics for a crypto song in a bear market. Kind of depressing. So it will write the lyrics for you. Red Candles Forever. That's the name of the song. Red Candles Forever. Another zero added to the red. Thought we were early. Turns out we were just broke. Check the app at 3 a.m. Screen lighting up my face. Portfolio bleeding out. Red like arterial chase. Bought the top in 21. Euphoria got me high. Now I'm staring at negative 87%, asking God why. Laser eyes faded. Twitter ghosts no more to the moon. Just screenshots of pain reposted in the gloom. Sold the car for alts that rugged overnight. Friends say just hodl, but man, it don't feel right. Rent due, ramen noodles, dreams on life support. that yacht party fantasy, yeah, that shit got shorted. Red candles forever, burning through the night, stacking sats in silence, losing every. This is awesome. Red candles forever, still holding, still hoping, still broke. There it is. Oh, euphoria got me high. Yep, that's what it says. And then you take that. Let's see. You take that, copy it, and then you go into Sona. I haven't been in Sona for a while. Which, where did I do Sona? And then it'll give you, yeah. Sona AI music. Oh, Suno. That's what it is. Sorry. It's Suno. Suno. And then you go create. And I want to add my own lyrics. And it'll create it. And there you go. Red candles forever. Almost done. I'll work at Mackey's if I can get a free meal on a shift. I think you can do that. Almost done.
Another zero added to the red. Thought we were early. Turns out we were just broke. Check the app at 3 a.m. Screen lighting up my face. Portfolio bleeding out red like arterial chase. Bought the top in 21. Euphoria got me high. Now I'm staring at 8%. Asking God why. Laser eyes faded. Twitter ghost. No more to the moon. Your screenshots of pain. Reposted in the gloom. Sold the car for homes that rugged overnight. Friends say just hold, but man, it don't feel right. Red dude, ramen noodles, dreams on life support. They got party fantasy. Yeah, that shit got short. Red candles forever, burning through the night. Stacking sets in silence, losing every fight. Bear market winner, cold inside my chest. Diamond hands are shaking, can't afford the stress. It all tumbling down, tumbling down. So we flip the world now, we're underground. Red candles forever, yeah, we're still here. Waiting for a miracle that never appeared. Discord dead, group chat silence since the merge. That shit gon' founder, ghosted with the surge. Paper hands passed out, left us in the dirt. Now I'm refreshing, calling Jacko like it might not hurt. Remember when we joked about Lambos in the drive? Now the only thing accelerating is the dive. FOMO turned to hub, regrets my only bag. Counting down the days till I have to sell the swag. Mom asked how the internet money doing these days. I just smile and lie, it's fine, just sideways. Red candles forever, burning down the light. Stacking cents aside.
All right. It goes on. It goes on. There's another verse, but yes, Charlotte, I will send it. That's not bad, right? That's not bad. No wonder musicians are all upset, right? Because all you need is like 2 AIs, one to write the lyrics, and then Suno does the music and the voices, and there you go. So that is Suno, S-U-N-O, suno.com. It's limited for free. There are things you can do with upgrades to get more functionality, but it can do that in like 2 minutes. And you got yourself a song. Just like that. Just like that. Crypto cause red candles forever. Anthony should hear that, right? Where's Anthony? Red candles forever. Good song, though. Hey, Pat, my Doge average sits at 13 cents. Want to buy another 20,000 Doge? Good time to buy now or wait for more downward price action? Again, no one knows what's going to happen tomorrow, next week, next month. I am predicting lower prices this summer, so I'm being patient, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily going to happen because we don't know. There could be some interruption by an Elon Musk or something that changes the game while I'm sitting here waiting for lower prices. Many choose to dollar cost average, where it's not one or the other, but you buy some now, and then you buy some on the next dip, and you buy some on the next dip, and you do it that way. So that's another way to do it. So just something to think about. My clients need to understand our pain. It's bad. Yes. You missed the 80s. You could actually tell Suno to make the song in a 1980s style, and it'll pump out a 1980s version of the same lyrics. You can do that. 17 cents, is that high? Over time in the next bull market, 17 cents will be good. You can lower the average by dollar cost averaging, buying bits on the dips. You can do that. But I mean, it is what it is. That's when you bought. So that is it. Yeah, so Grok did the lyrics and Suno did the music and the voices with Suno. And that's how you make a song. And it only took a couple minutes. You could make it in a Beach Boys theme. Yes, you could in the 1960s. Yeah, you could do that too. All kinds of things you can do with Suno. I made some Dogecoin ones, if you guys remember, but I didn't ask for a specific style, but we did this one.
KrissPax
First on the block, where the lights don't stop. Flipping coins like Doge till we hit the top. Crypto in my veins, got my heart on pop. Count stacks so fast, make a ticker drop. Doge to the moon, we don't need no breaks. Kriss with the moves like a dance he makes. Pocket full of dreams, no time for fakes. Crypto hustle, baby, till the whole world shakes. Blockchain buzzing like a street parade. Kriss stacking Doge like a boss self-made.
So there you go. That is all AI. The lyrics, the music, and the dancing, all AI. Imagine the music video to Red Candles, people crying on the side of the bridge, Anthony laughing in the corner. Exactly. No, you can't upload the songs you create to Spotify directly, Danny. You have to get a producer to upload them for you. In other words, you got to pay someone to do it for you. Spotify doesn't let just anybody upload songs. I looked into that for All Eyes on Doge. And no, Spotify doesn't work that way. You got to get a producer to do it for you. And even then, it may not be accepted by Spotify. There's a whole process there. Yeah, it's like a distributor. Exactly, 40 cal. I said producer, yeah, distributor. And then you got to get licensed or something. It costs money. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah, I don't know what Deezer is, Charlotte, but maybe. Maybe. And then I made this one.
I'm rolling with Kriss on a wild new trip. Dogecoin in my pocket, watch it start to flip. Digital dreams, yeah, they rise and dip. But I'm cashing out fast like I'm moving quick. Kriss got the ride, Dogecoin on the rise. Stacking up the wind, shooting for the skies. Crypto moves hot under neon lights. High energy flow, we ignite the night.
Break it down hard. Yep. It's all AI stuff. It just it's all AI stuff. And then of course there is Ryan's favorite, the Star Lord.
Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Listen to these words. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Then bring it down hard. Someday, we'll put it together.
What are you doing?
Dance off, bro. Me and you.
A lot of people just think that's weird, but it's fun. Bring it down hard. It's all cringe, right? But that's the beauty of it. It's cringe. So good, right? So good. Interesting, Danny says. Interesting. Yep. The stuff with AI. And that was like, that AI was all like almost a year ago. It's so much better now. That's the last time I did that. It was about a year ago. I haven't gone back in those videos to see what else you could do. I'm sure they're even better now. But the Red Candle song we just made live here today, and now it's a song. Now it's a thing. Now it's a thing. Oh, gosh. So, download. Red Candles Forever. It has been downloaded. Crazy. Bring it down hard. Hey, you got to do something fun in a bear market, right? Today, it was a little bit of a relief rally. Is this going to continue over the weekend or not? That is the big question, my friends. We're over 9.5 cents, and that was our long-standing support line that, of course, failed a couple times, including this one back here on the 5th of February when we hit 8.05. That was the dip. So we will see what happens. Yeah, buying dips. I know some people got 8-cent Doge back here. And unfortunately, I think we're going to probably get back down there again. But right now, we can enjoy the little bit of a relief rally, see if it grows into something bigger, which it can, which I've shown you on the charts, does happen during bear markets. So, yeah. China's AI model, CDance 2, seems to be outperforming our editing videos. Probably Chinese copy things pretty well and then make them better. That is true. They're good at that. They're good at that. Okay, gang, that's what we got for today. Hey, everybody have a great weekend. I'll probably have a video coming out sometime this weekend. And then we'll be back live on Monday, President's Day. I don't have to work on Monday. I get paid not to work on Monday. But I'll be here back at back live 4 o'clock. We looked at compound earlier on the charts, and I don't hold any compound. You never know which crypto is going to go crazy on which day. You never know. You can't hold everything. I've never owned compound, but the comp holders today up 37%. That's pretty good. We can have little runs of different cryptos even during a bear market. Someday it will be Dogecoin's turn. So we wait for that. I hope everybody has a great weekend. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.